clicked on this video because you want to improve your mindset. These are 7 mind-blowing strategies that will help overcome your negative thinking. And I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to go straight into it. The first thing we're going to do though, it's going to be kind of a thought exercise. I want you guys to imagine your funeral. You're able to imagine your funeral. You're seeing yourself from a third-person view, and you are laying in your casket right now. All of your friends and family are around you. The atmosphere is very dull. Everyone is sad, but there is something strange and off that you notice when you visualize this. Even though people are sad, no one really seems to care that much. When you see everyone, they're talking to each other, they're a little bit depressed, but you get the feeling that your absence won't really have an effect on their life. They weren't really impacted by you at all. You had no positive effect on them. You were a family member, someone they worked with, maybe they're your kids, your coworkers. Now that you're gone though, there's no real effect that it has on their life. So they're going to continue going about their day. They'll remember you here and there, but nothing will really change for them that you're gone. Now take another moment and imagine it's your funeral again. It's a whole different scene. And everyone's there, but it's a different vibe. It's a different atmosphere. They're sad that you're gone, but they're also sharing stories about you. They're letting others know the amazing impact that you had on their lives, the positive things that you did in your career, the money that you made, all the responsibilities that you held, and the way your actions and positive habits helped affect them and impact their life. And you feel a sense of happiness in knowing that even though you're gone now, even though they're about to put you 6 feet down in the ground, you know that you won't have a physical impact on their lives, but the lessons that you taught them, the memories that they have with you, those are things that will forever live on, even though you're gone in this physical world. Now that is a powerful exercise where we're able to see that we don't want to live with regrets before we die, and we want to have the most impact on the world. If we continue having these negative thoughts, continue having these negative limiting beliefs in our lives, we're going to end up with dying and not really having an impact on anyone's life. Sure, they'll be sad. Your friends and family will be sad for a day or two. People will remember you maybe once a year if they visit your grave. But to be honest, no one's really going to be affected by your death. And that's not the life we want to live. And I think that's the life most people nowadays are ending up living. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to pass away. People will be sad, but their death will have no impact because they themselves had no impact on the world. So we need to change that right now. We are not people that want to die with regrets, knowing that we haven't fulfilled our potential. We're ambitious people. We're people that are going to fulfill our potential to the best of our ability and not give up until we achieve it. And we're going to find 7 ways in this video to dismantle and destroy negative thinking. It comes from this book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, that we're going to be going over 7 ways. He talks about how our thoughts can affect all aspects of our lives. So then we can destroy our negative thoughts and be able to die with no regrets and live a life that impacts others on a grand scale. So I'm going to go over my story and the main meat of this video in another clip. I actually just recorded this clip again because I felt like the first time I did it, it was pretty trash. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Before we get into the content, I want you guys, if you're watching this video, you want to change yourself, then we're going to do it right now to kickstart your transformation. So grab a piece of paper and write 3 positive affirmations about yourself. 3 positive things that will change your mindset, that will change your identity. And I'm going to do that right now as well. So everyone, grab a piece of paper, a notebook, a journal. I'll grab my journal right here. And I will write 3 things to have a positive mindset and get rid of any negative things. So everyone do that right now, and we're going to do it together. All right. So I just wrote down 3 things, and I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Here. This is my journal, so I'm just gonna cover up some personal stuff. You can see my schedule too. But here are the 3 affirmations that I wrote. So you can pause it if you'd like. So I'm able to have happiness in my life today. Today I can be happy. I don't need to wait to be happy. I can achieve all my goals and ambitions. I'm in control of my thoughts and emotions. So those are positive mindset shifts that maybe you don't have currently. Maybe you don't think you can be happy, you don't think you can achieve your goals, and you don't think that you are in control of your thoughts and emotions. But trust me when I say, anyone that's listening to this, every single person in the world, you are all of those things. You can be happy, you can achieve all your goals and ambitions, and you are in control of your thoughts and emotions. So those are 3 pretty general good ones. If you want to copy, you can copy that, write it yourself, and have those affirmations or any other thing that you wrote down, make it within your identity. If you do this every day, write down a few affirmations or say it to yourself, it will start to become real within your life. Just a little rant before we get into the meat of it, to go into more explanation. In your nervous system, your brain, your nervous system, there is no difference between going back and thinking about your past memories or going and imagining something. If you imagine something, your brain cannot tell the difference of if it is in a memory of your past or if it's just your imagination. So basically, what that shows you is any past experience that is causing you to have a limiting belief, causing you to have self-doubt, causing you any negativity, you can say these affirmations, close your eyes, visualize yourself being your ideal self, visualize yourself on your deathbed being happy, visualize yourself achieving all your goals and having positive traits, and your brain, your actual brain and body cannot tell the difference between that which you're doing and real life. So if you continue to do that, you will transform yourself into the person that you dream of being, and it can become a reality. Okay, so I'll go over the book As a Man Thinketh. We'll start with chapter 1, Thought and Character. And by the way, I'll leave the link down below in the description. Everyone should go ahead and buy this book. It's literally only $10. It's like 25 pages. You can probably read it in an hour or 2 and get all these lessons more in depth. For this video, I'll go over everything broadly, the key main points, but there's so much value in this book that I can't put in this whole video, and so many internal, like, mind exploding things that you'll experience by reading this book yourself, that it will really transform your mind. And this is something that really helped me. I had negative self-beliefs. I didn't think I can achieve my goals. Before I got married, I went through internal struggles with getting married. Didn't think I'd be able to do it. I eventually did it. I didn't think I'd be able to get a good, high-paying 6-figure job, but I was able to achieve that. And through practicing strong mindset beliefs, reading this book, As a Man Thinketh, I was able to literally achieve all my goals, go travel around the world. I'm now a homeowner for the last 6 months, and I bought my car in cash, and I'm just continuing to do stuff that with strong positive self-beliefs, that if I didn't have that, literally I would not be able to be in the position I am today and be the person I am today. So everyone, please make sure you buy this, link in the description. But yeah, let's go over the thought and character. In the book, James Allen says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." So our thoughts shape our character and who we become. By the way, I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I'll be going over the notes in my book and stuff like that. So, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The way we think internally, in our mind, in our heart, it is who we are. And that's why in the beginning of this video, we went through writing out some affirmations. And I made sure to let you know, if you start saying it to yourself, believing it, imagining it, it is what you'll become. Your body knows no difference. Literally, this is proven fact by psychologists. Your central nervous system, there's no difference between imagination and past memories. So what you imagine and visualize and believe about yourself now, your body will believe it. And this is what the author is saying. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So it's our duty to shape who we are and the thoughts we have. If we have positive thoughts, that's who we'll be. If we believe we can achieve all our goals, all of our ambitions that we have, it will come to pass. Anything we want to do right now, we can. We can be happy, we can be successful, and stuff like that. By cultivating positive and constructive thoughts, we'll be able to develop a strong and virtuous character. If we don't have those strong thoughts about ourselves, our character will just stay the same or even go down. Think about people in your life right now that are negative. Think about people that they may have ambitious goals, but they keep doing the same negative thing over and over again. They don't go anywhere in their life. And like the visualization about death we had before, they'll end up dying. They won't achieve any of their potential, and their family and friends will be sad, but no one will really feel your absence because you had no lasting impact. So the first thing you want to do to change that is to change your thoughts. When you change your thoughts, you put different traits within yourself, that will be who you actually become. So negative thoughts lead to negative actions. Positive thoughts lead to positive actions. So many of us right now, even myself, we have negative thoughts. Like for me, for example, I face a lot of trouble with just wasting time. Like, oh, I want to be entertained right now. Let me go on YouTube. Let me watch one video while I eat food. And maybe you guys experience the same thing. One video turns into another. Literally, before you know it, I'll finish eating all my food and I'll still be watching videos. Like I'll convince myself, oh, I'm just going to watch a video because I'm eating food and I want to eat the food and watch the video. But I'll eat all my food, literally watch videos for 30 minutes. It doesn't take 30 minutes to eat food, but I'm just watching videos and eating food because I don't know why. And then I'll finish my food and still watch videos for like another 30 minutes to an hour. And just like that, like 2 hours of your day, 10-20% of your day is gone. So negative thoughts like that and limiting beliefs cause negative actions. Positive thoughts lead to positive actions. I can instead eat food, eat it all in 5 minutes, then get back to work. Or eat food and read a book. Don't watch a video, read a book that will help me. Or even at the end of the day, if you want to watch something, watch a positive podcast. Watch someone like Andrew Huberman, Tim Ferriss, any self-improvement podcast. Or have positive thoughts about yourself, like I'll be happy, then you'll end up being happy. Have positive thoughts about improving yourself, and then you'll start to improve yourself. But if you have negative thoughts, negative actions will come. Positive thoughts will lead to positive actions. So there's something you can do right now to improve your thought and character. You need to start identifying with positive traits and characteristics about yourself internally. So you can do that through many ways. Something I like to do is journal. I journal every day in my journal, gratitude, and also just self-reflections every day. So you can journal, you can write positive affirmations about yourself, the goals you want to do, and write stuff in a positive manner. You can also do affirmations. You can say stuff like, I am a happy person. I am a happy person. I will be successful and achieve my goals. And you can say that to yourself You can say it out loud or just have those thoughts in your head, and that will start to change your identity. And you can't just do this with no intention. You have to truly believe that the things you're saying, the things you're writing, and the positive thoughts you have is part of your personality and identity. If you believe it's in your identity, it will start to come through in your character. The second chapter is effect of thought on circumstances. Man's mind may be likened to a garden, which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, it must and it will bring forth. So think about your mind. Anytime you put anything into it, you are planting a seed in your mind. Let's say, for example, you want to just wake up, go on your phone. That's the first thing you do when you wake up. You start scrolling on your phone. That plants a seed in your mind. And the more you do that action, the more the seed will start to grow and blossom in your mind. And that is a negative habit. It will start to become who you are. It'll start to become part of your circumstances. It's like, oh, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go on my phone. That's what I do. And that starts to blossom. That seed grows up, literally. It grows up. You're literally watering the seed every time you do that negative action. Like this quote says, it could be intelligently cultivated or around to run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth. It will bring forth. Anything that you're doing, it has an effect. So when it comes to circumstances specifically, the outer conditions of a person's life will always be harmonious with the inner self. So if you have negative thoughts, if you have negative limiting beliefs, if you believe you can't achieve your goals, it will have an effect on your outside world. This is for a fact. If you look at anyone that's been successful in life, they didn't just get that way from chance. Like, there's no real concept of luck. Everyone puts themselves in the position they're in through their thoughts and through their actions. If you look at any successful person, let's take, for example, something that a lot of people can relate to, like someone in sports. Let's talk about Khabib. If you guys are UFC fans, I watch it here and there. People like Khabib, he's a Muslim. I'm a Muslim too. If any other Muslims are watching this video, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you guys are doing good. If you're non-Muslim, also I hope you guys are doing good as well. But people like Khabib, for example, they live in Dagestan. They live in like a rural area, and all they do is fight, and all they do is pray and have strong beliefs about themselves and believe they can succeed. And from those humble beginnings, look at the life he has now. One of the most successful UFC fighters to ever live. Because his positive thoughts affect circumstances. He is a strong Muslim. He has strong morals. And the way he presents himself, even in interviews and stuff like that, it is harmonious within. The harmony within his heart affects onto other people. If anyone has seen him talk or the way he acts, it actually has an effect on you, and you can see he's an amazing person. But that doesn't just come from nothing. It comes from his internal thoughts, and they have an effect on circumstances and the way we see him. Positive thoughts attract positive opportunities. Negative thoughts attract negative opportunities. And this just makes sense. If you're positive, positivity will come to you. It'll be attracted to you. If you start to think positive things, you'll start to do positive things. Start thinking, hey, I want to do something positive. I'm going to go to the gym, work out, even for 20 minutes. You'll have positive effects on your body. We'll get to that later in the health part, but that's just an example. If you have positive thoughts about yourself, you say those affirmations, you journal it down, you will believe it about yourself. And your positivity will rub off on other people, therefore changing your circumstance. And people that are positive, that see that within you, they will want to be your friends. You will build connections with them, and positive outcomes will come from that. Positivity, like positivity begets more positivity. If you have negative thoughts, you do negative things, you're mean to people, you're angry, that negativity will come back onto you through other people, through the negativity you will attract. Positive people, if you're negative, they will not be around negative people. For me, for example, when someone's positive, when someone is literally backbiting, like talking trash about other people, being rude to other people, I don't want to be around that person. I will distance myself around that person. Maybe I'll say hi to them, be basic pleasantries and greetings, but I'm going to make sure to distance myself from that person. Positivity begets positivity. Negativity begets negativity. Another quote is, his wishes and prayers are only gratified and answered when they harmonize with his thoughts and actions. So that's just an overall quote, kind of relating to back to what we already said. By maintaining a positive mindset, we will be able to create a more favorable and fulfilling life. And that's something that's very important. We want our life to be fulfilling. We don't want to be like those people that have unfulfilling lives. They just go to work, have a wife, just play video games, watch TV. That is not something that we should want to do. We want to be more. We want to be better than average. And honestly, the average is so easy to beat. Just like go to the gym, spend time improving yourself, read books 30 minutes an hour today, work on goals other than work. Don't waste time playing video games or too much time watching YouTube. If you want to be successful, you need to cut those things out. And you need to be positive, get rid of negativity, and you will have a more fulfilling life. And if you start becoming aware of those things, it will affect your circumstances. It's affected me where I am right now. A year ago, I don't think I can be in this house right now, driving my own car, being married. None of that I could have even imagined. But just in 1 year, all my goals and ambitions were able to come true. So have those positive thoughts and they will affect your circumstance. There's one more quote I want to share from this chapter that will have a huge effect on you. A man only begins to be a man when he ceases to whine and revile and commences to search for the hidden justice which regulates his life. And as he adapts his mind to that regulating factor, he ceases to accuse others as the cause of his condition. He builds himself up in strong and noble thoughts, ceases to kick against circumstances, but begins to use them as aids to his more rapid progress, and as a means of discovering the hidden powers and possibilities within himself. So guys, that is an amazing quote. If you need to, you can rewind it. If you have the book, highlight that part in the book. There's no time for whining and complaining about the circumstance you're in. All we can do right now is start to improve our thoughts, which therefore will improve our circumstance. Literally, think about if you're just complaining about where you are right now. Complaining will do nothing. All complaining does is build up negativity and limiting beliefs that you have right now. Believe the circumstance you're in, you are part of it. You are held accountable. It's up to you to get out of it. If you just want to whine and complain, you'll just continue to be in this state in perpetuity and nothing will change. You're going to die and you'll have literally no effect. Like, that may sound morbid and extreme, but if you don't start thinking positively, you're never going to change your circumstances and you'll die. People may be sad, but literally no one will really care about you. There'll be no impact. So you need to use your circumstances as a launching pad to improve. You may be relying on people for money and living. You may have goals that you aren't able to achieve. But you need to see yourself right now, the lowly state that you're in, because you may be in a lowly state, and start to use that and flip it back on its head and literally grow as fast as you can ever believe. Start using all your negative circumstances and become positive. Oh, I don't have enough money right now. Find ways to make more money. Start an online business. Get skills, get a better job. Oh, I don't want to live with my parents anymore. Save money and start looking for new places. Find ways to get there. your negative circumstances that you think are negative, use those circumstances to your advantage. Flip the negative thoughts. Nothing is negative. Any limiting belief is that. It is limiting. Start, make it unlimited. See the huge growth you can face. Many people have been able to get out of more horrible circumstances than anyone who's watching this video. Anyone who's watching this, there's people that live way worse lives than you. Literally, you can't deny that. So stop worrying about where you are right now. Stop having negative self-beliefs from your circumstances. Take accountability. You are in this circumstance right now, so you are part of it. So change your thoughts on it and use it to your advantage. Do not whine and revile like the author says. Start making the best of it. The third chapter of the book is effect of thought on health and body. James Allen says in the book, in this chapter, out of a clean heart comes a clean life and a clean body. Out of a defiled mind proceeds a defiled life and a corrupt body. So, your body is a servant to your mind. Let me say that again. Your body, your health, is a servant to your mind. If you have strong thoughts, you will have strong health and a strong body. And let me illustrate that with a actual medical thing you guys may have heard of. It's called hypochondria. And what hypochondria is, people that are extremely stressed or anxious, they start to have a weakened body. Their negative thoughts and stress that affects them, it has a medical effect on them, and then they end up going to the doctors, but the doctors, diagnose them, whatever it's called, they examine them. They cannot find anything wrong with these people. The only thing that is actually wrong with them is their negative thoughts, their stress and anxiety. But guess what? Everyone has stress and anxiety, but guys, guess what? We can literally change that. Everything is in your head. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're someone that overthinks, guess what? You can learn to be different. You're not stuck with that forever. Your positive thoughts will affect your health. Look back at the first two things we talked about. And all these things, they relate to each other. So the first thing, thoughts and character. So the way we think about ourselves, positive traits will become that. On circumstance, where we are right now, it's up to us to change that. If we think positively, we will change our circumstances. And just in this one too, if we think positively, we'll have a healthy body. Negative thoughts decay the body. Positive thoughts beautify the body. Your negative thoughts, literally, this has been proven from the hypochondria example, they open your body up to diseases and illnesses that don't actually exist. They are just caused from your mind, your negativity, your limiting beliefs, your anxiety, your stress. Positive thoughts, they build up the body in vigor and grace. Your body will be literally shining with honor. You won't feel sick. If you have positive beliefs about yourself, literally proven, you will literally have a stronger body. There have been even individual testimonials where people have cancer, they have huge illnesses. And just by having positivity and getting through it, they're able to cure themselves. And doctors don't know how they did it. It's literally a phenomena where positive thoughts will have an effect on your body. This is something else James Allen talks about. Change of diet will not help a man who cannot change his thoughts. You can have the best diet in the world. You can be eating, you can be meal prepping, hitting all your macros, going to the gym, eating healthy food. But first and foremost, if your thoughts and mindset are not healthy, that will have a negative effect on your body. Your body will not change. Like I said, I'll hammer this home again. If you have negative thoughts, you can have illnesses and diseases from that. You can literally die from that. You can be working out, eating healthy food. But if you are having negative thoughts, that is something that can cause you to be severely ill. So if you already eat great, you go to the gym, amazing. But guess what? Just like you work out your muscles, you work out your body physically, you need to start working out your mind. Just like you feed your body food, you need to feed your mind positive food. Don't feed your mind negativity. Don't feed your mind limiting beliefs. Don't feed your mind bad traits like, oh, I'm an anxious person. I'm someone that's unconfident. I'm someone that, I try to achieve my goals in the past, but I'm just a failure. It never ended up working out. Those beliefs and traits you believe about yourself, they will continue to grow. You plant those seeds are planted, they're continuing to grow. You're literally watering those seeds. What you need to do, literally take those plants of negativity, uproot them, yank them out, and start planting the seeds of positivity. And just like you have the limiting self-beliefs that have grown inside you, once you start nourishing your body and mind with positivity, those seeds will continue to grow in your mind. Negative and ill thoughts are like living in a self-made prison hole. Now think about this literally. Close your eyes for a second and imagine you're in solitary confinement. You're thrown into prison. You're in a room with nothing but yourself and you're surrounded by concrete. And that's it. Open your eyes right now. That is the way your mind is with negativity. You're sitting in a dark, empty jail cell and negativity is surrounding you. You're in a self-made prison hole. Your mind is in prison. Literally, guys, your mind is in prison with negativity. You need to start being positive. Have those positive thoughts. Your health will improve and your body will improve. Right now, you're in solitary confinement within your own body and negativity. Many people are like this. We don't want to be like those people. I'm not going to die being like someone like that. We need to distance ourselves with people that are negative. Start going closer to people that are positive. People that when they look at themselves, they're happy. They are self-confident. They know they'll achieve their goals. They're able to change their circumstances. And we're going to get ourselves out of a solitary confinement and of just negativity. And that will affect our health and body, I promise you. So, something you guys can do, something I did, is only have positive thoughts. Only have positive thoughts. If you ever notice negative thoughts coming to your head that cause you stress, anxiety, any of those things that all of us feel, but if you notice that happening, you need to become self-aware like that and remember this quote: negative thoughts will decay the body, positive thoughts beautify the body. The fourth thing we're going to be talking about is thoughts and purpose. Until thought is linked with purpose, there is no intelligent accomplishment. So basically, if you have no purpose in your life, then you're just going to be aimless. You're not going to have any idea of where to go next. And if your thoughts have no purpose, if you're doing things without any intention at all, just doing it based on what your feelings, like I said, you'll just be aimless. You'll just go with the flow. Whatever happens in life, you'll end up doing. If there's any event that your friends want to go to or family wants to go to, you'll just go and do it. And you won't have any purpose in life. You'll just be going around aimlessly. No goal, no purpose. You'll have no intelligent accomplishments. You may end up doing stuff like regular people. The regular people you don't want to be like. You finish high school. Oh, I'm going to go to college now because everyone in my life said you have to go to college, right? You have to go to college, you get a degree, then get a job. Then you end up going to college. There's nothing wrong with going to college completely. Like I went to college, I graduated. I'm working in IT now, which is a great field to do. But if you have no purpose, you're not doing anything with intention, there's no intelligent accomplishment. You may end up going to college and graduating. That is an accomplishment within itself, but it's not intelligent. You just end up doing it because you have no purpose in your life. You're just going based on other people, what they want and what society says. You will end up being aimless. That's not what we want to do. That's what 99% of people end up doing. We don't want to be like them. We want to live with a purpose. Those with no central purpose in life are the same as those people who deliberately plan their own sins and failure, but by a different route. This is a very powerful statement that you guys need to internalize. I need to internalize. Rewind it if you want to. If there's no central purpose in our life, nothing guiding us, we're not acting with intention, it's the same as if we're deliberately planning our own sins and failure. Think about that. Just living without a purpose, you're basically planning for failure. If you don't plan to succeed, basically, you're planning for failure. If you don't plan to do good things, you're planning to do sins. Without a purpose, without no central purpose, we are planning our own sins and failure by a different route. You're doing it unintentionally, but you're still the cause of it all the same. You don't realize you're doing it, but it's still happening to you. Because just reflect on your life right now. If you don't have a purpose, if there's not something you're aiming towards, or you say, oh, I have a goal, but you don't really work towards it, your own failure is coming. I've experienced failure like that too. I want to live a very productive life, but then I don't end up writing my schedule. I end up watching YouTube or end up watching something, scrolling on social media, doing so many things that I end up just regretting. And when I go to sleep, I feel ashamed of myself. Think if I did that every single day for the rest of my life, the ultimate sleep, which is death, could come to me. And then I would end up feeling regretful. We don't want to die like that. We don't want to die feeling unfulfilled. So we need to have a purpose in our life. And when I do that, like you saw before, let me show you again, my schedule right here. You see, I have it written out the whole day. And when I do that and I stick to that, I'm very happy. Like I feel like it's the best day ever when I'm able to achieve what I set out to achieve and I have a purpose. Like I'm recording this YouTube video right now and I want to be big on YouTube and inshallah, be able to maybe work from it because I'm able to provide value to whoever's watching this video, and that is what I'm working towards right now. That is the goal I'm working towards right now. Because I plan to do that, I'm planning my success. I'm right now filming it, recording it. But if I didn't write out my schedule, I had the plan and kind of the intention to do it. But if I didn't write it out, then I probably wouldn't end up doing it. Because I know for a fact, if I don't write out my schedule, I still want to do it. I still want to be big on YouTube, but I'm not taking the necessary steps. And I end up it deliberately causes my own sins and failure. It's happened time and time again. Think about to your life. You may want something. Let's say you want to be big on YouTube, or you want to start going to the gym. You want to get good grades, for example. You may want it, you think about it, but you don't actually make the real effort and action towards it and think what happens next. You don't make a video on YouTube, you don't go to the gym, you're still unhealthy and you might be overweight, and you get a bad grade on your test because you didn't actually study. So just because you want it, it's not, you have to actually take action, have the purpose, and then take action on it as well. And if you don't, it will lead to your failure and ultimately your unhappiness and your unsuccessfulness, because you will not you won't be able to fulfill your full potential. You'll become just like these mindless NPCs that are just living aimlessly, having achievements, but they're unintelligent. We don't want unintelligent achievements. We want intelligent achievements. We want to act with attention, have a strong central purpose, and we want our purpose to be the things that lead to achievement. We don't want to have achievement based on other people. Thought allied fearlessly to purpose becomes creative force. He who knows this is ready to become something higher and stronger than a mere bundle of wavering thoughts and fluctuating sensations. He who does this has become the conscious and intelligent wielder of his mental powers. So we have our thought, and we align it fearlessly with purpose, and we have creative force. I'm doing this right now with creating this YouTube video. I wanted to do it. I had a purpose, and I'm expressing it in this way of recording and putting it out on YouTube, and that is my creative force. So creative force can be anything. It doesn't have to be like artistic, like the classic way of I'm gonna draw something. Oh, I'm a graphic designer. I'm gonna, I don't know, do whatever it is with art. It can also be making a video. That's creative force. It can also be journaling. That is creative force. Even reading a book, reading a book, learning from it. That is creative force. It's something creative. It is something you can build upon. And then that makes it like what James Allen is saying, more than just a mere bundle of wavering thoughts and fluctuating sensations. If you actually have a thought, have intention, have a central purpose, establish and act upon it, and be creative with it, you'll become the conscious and intelligent wielder of your mental powers. And that's what any successful people, anyone that's successful, that's got themselves out from somewhere bad, that is what they do. They have a purpose, they have action, and they creatively make their own way out. They find their way out of the situation. That is your creative power that anyone has within you. If you have the belief, the limiting belief actually, that you are not a creative person, you need to destroy that right now. One of the affirmations or things you need to journal about is, I am a creative person. I thought I wasn't a creative person at all. I literally hate like drawing. I hate painting. Well, I don't hate it. I'm just bad at it. I don't care for it. I do not care for it at all. It's not something I want to do. But I found that I'm able to have my creativity through YouTube, through journaling, through reading, and making myself become better through those things. And I'm able to use my creative force from my knowledge to improve myself, to have self-improvement, and to get a better job, improve my skills, buy a house. That is also creative force. Creative force is not just artistic in the classic sense. It can be towards anything that you want. So if you're watching this right now, like this quote says, this is something you need to do. Establish a firm, centralized purpose within your heart. If you don't do that, you'll be aimless in life. Anything you want, have one central purpose in life that is something that guides you. For me, I'm a Muslim, so it is Islam, my religion. I know I have morality that I follow. I have acts I follow, like praying 5 times a day, being the best person I can be, try to give in charity here and there, and just generally be a good person. But also my Islam comes through different ways, like being productive, being a strong person physically, wanting to be self-sufficient. This is something, like if you're Muslim, you know, that is what Islam calls for. So Islam is also called deen, a way of life. So that is my way of life. And I'm able to have that central purpose, my religion, and have it in all aspects of my life. Just like all these chapters we talked about, it's thought and mindset within a specific aspect, like purpose, character, health, and body. You need to have your thought, or like mine is, I guess, religion, which is my thought and the way I think, and put a purpose into it. And then you'll be able to truly be successful. So you want it to be something that will bring you objective goodness. You want your purpose to be good. Like mine is to be a good Muslim. That will bring objective goodness. And from that, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to make money online. That is objectively good. It allowed me to be self-sufficient. So let's say, for example, let's think of something bad that would be your purpose. You like doing drugs, and it's something that makes you happy. We know that's not real happiness, but your purpose is to just, smoke weed, smoke, and not do anything with your life. If that is your purpose, that's what you want, that is not good. You're not going to get anywhere. You want to be something like, oh, I want to make money online. I want to get a higher paying job. That's my purpose right now. I want to become more knowledgeable. That is objectively good. Make your purpose objectively good. Make one central purpose in your life right now. You can pause this video right now if you need to, and make one purpose that you want. So if you want to go ahead, pause the video right now, So you guys have made your central purpose, you've established it, you have it in your heart, and now you can go ahead and go forward with it. And also another thing, if you're scared about having a purpose in your life, this is something the author talks about. Even if you fail at achieving the purpose, you will achieve strength of character. You may not get exactly 100% your purpose. Your goal might be, I want to make money online. I want to make money. I want to make a lot of money. I want to make a $100,000 salary by the end of the year. You set out to go achieve that. You improve your skills. You start applying for jobs, getting interviews. But you might not, let's say you get a job you have an 80K job right now, you want a 100K job. You're not able to get that 100K job, but you're able to get a job that pays 95K. It's like 25% increase. So you can be like, oh, I failed. I wanted 100K. I failed at my purpose. I failed at it. But no, even if you fail at it, you achieve strength of character and you can still work on achieving it. You were able to improve yourself so much that you wouldn't have been able to before. Like you didn't get exactly 100K salary, but you got 95K. If you didn't have the purpose and goal to 100K and your goal was 90K, you might have only got 90K or 85K and would have been happy with that. But you have a centralized purpose. Even if you fail at it, your character will become stronger. You will know that you can work towards achieving your goals and you will validate yourself. You'll become a better person and it'll just improve your character as a whole. And failure is a pathway to attainment. Just know this. Know this, internalize this right now. Everyone fails. Failure is a part of life. Allah says in the Quran, God says in the Quran, the Muslims' holy book, do not think you will be tested. Everyone in the world that's ever lived has been tested with trials and tribulations. So why don't you think you'll be tested? If you're watching this video, you have certain struggles that you go through. Everyone's different. I have certain struggles that I go through. But that is the part of life. And through failure and hardship, we'll be able to get strength of character. That is the point. Like, God didn't just make us have a happy life. That is for the afterlife. Right now, it's to become better people, strengthen our character so we can show God, if you're someone that believes in God, that we can become the best person we can be. Even if you don't believe in God, strengthen your character, become the best person you can be. Failure is the launching pad to ultimate success. If you don't fail, then you won't be able to achieve the highest level of success that you can get. And that's just a fact. Anyone that's ever failed in anything, even in a sport, if you don't let it hold you down, you're able to improve like never before after that failure. And if you can't establish a great purpose in your life, this is a quote from the book. If you can't establish a great purpose in your life, fix your thoughts on having a faultless performance of your duties. So if you weren't able to think, what is my purpose? That's fine. You don't have to have your purpose right now. If you do have it, that is a great thing. Run with that. Make it objectively good and start going towards it. You'll achieve your goals faster than you think. But if you don't know your purpose, make the things you do actions that you have faultless performance. If you work at a grocery store, when you're working at the cashier and you're bagging up groceries for someone, make that bagging experience faultless. Make it the best. Make sure you're the best bagger in the whole freaking grocery store. If you work a 9-to-5 job, make sure you're the best worker. If you're at the gym, lift as much weights as you can, have the best form you can, stuff like that. Have faultless performance in what you do. Once you do that, you'll become the best of the best. You'll gain self-confidence within yourself. And then once you start doing that and you're able to eventually find your purpose, you can be faultless in that and you can become the best in the best. Just strive towards having faultless performance. And then, once you have a purpose, you'll be able to become even better at that. So yeah, establish a great purpose, pursue it every day. Destroy your negative thoughts, fears, and doubts. Throw those all away. replace them with positivity and thoughts that will help achieve your true purpose that you want. And you'll be able to become a master over your conscious and mental powers. If you do that, have thoughts aligned with purpose, go back through read the whole book, go back through this whole video, implement all the good things that we talked about before that, and have thoughts and purpose strongly aligned, you'll become like someone you never knew you can become. Everyone will be like, what the hell happened to you? You'll become literally a master over your mind. People in this world, they're not masters over their minds. If you look at the climate today in the world, people are doing whatever they want based on emotion. Like, literally, I don't want to get like too deep about it, but people that follow emotion and just do what they want, they are never successful. Think about anyone who's successful. They had a strong purpose and thoughts, and they focused deeply on that one thing until they became masters. You guys have to do that. I have to do that. Everyone has to do that. And we will become masters as well. The 5th chapter is the thought factor in achievement. So, James Allen says, as he thinks, so he is. As he continues to think, so he remains. So we had a purpose and we start seeing achievement. We start seeing success in what we're doing, right? But we can't let that take us off the path. We can't start becoming arrogant. When we start having the positive habits, we need to continue it, and so we can remain like that. If we are positive one day and negative the next day, we're not gonna continue our positive streak. We're gonna just go back to negativity. As he thinks, so he is. As he continues to think, so he remains. We need to always continue to have positivity, positive thoughts, positive characteristics. We need to remain like that. If we fall out of it, then there's literally no point. You can achieve intelligent achievements, but if you go back to negativity, going back to your self where you die and no one cares about you, if you live that life, then you're never gonna really be successful at the end of the day. One quote in this book that is important on the power of thoughts for achievement is, all achievements, whether in the business, intellectual, or spiritual worlds, are the result of definite, directed thought, are governed by the same law, and are of the same method. The only difference lies in the object of attainment. So that was like, it may be confusing reading that quote. I was confused reading it at first, but basically what it's saying is, if we direct our thoughts towards a specific goal in any fields, it can be any object, any fields, we can harness the power of focused thinking to manifest our desires and achieve success and achievement. So any goal you have in any field at all, make sure it's objectively good. If you harness the power of thought, you can achieve it. There's no doubt about it. He also says, before man can achieve anything, even in worldly things, he must lift his thoughts above slavish animal indulgences. So if you want to get achievement in this world, we can't act on impulses, act on desires, act on emotions that spring up here or there. We need to be above that. People in the world now, they act based on their desires. They act based on looking at bad images. They act based on just wanting to watch a TV show, playing video games, getting the dopamine hits like animals, and not really holding themselves accountable and sticking towards one goal. If you do that, have the purpose like we talked about before, you can get achievement. Stop acting on your impulses. Stop acting on fake dopamine that's not getting from real life and real achievement. Become above those impulses. Focus your thoughts on achievement of a goal and go towards it, and you will get it. There's no doubt about it. I'm not making this up. This is literally real. Anyone that's been successful in life, you have to battle your impulses. It is hard. It's not easy. I struggle with it. Battling impulses to waste time, looking at bad things, watching TV shows, going out with friends. It's very difficult. It's not something easy. None of these things are easy, but we have to start now. We have to stop watering the seeds of negativity and limiting beliefs and living an unpurposeful life. water the seeds of positivity and goal-driven, purpose-filled life, and you will be successful. I was successful doing it, and you can too. In 1 year, I was able to achieve a lot, but I want more. I know I can achieve more. I'm still hungry for more. I have a purpose now, and I want to do it. So I know I can achieve it. Believe you can achieve it, set your sights on it, and you can do it. I promise you guys. He also says, victories attained by right thought can only be maintained by watchfulness. Many give way when succeed is assured and fall rapidly back into failure. I talked about this a little before at the beginning of the chapter. You can only maintain success by being watchful. You have to continue to be constant in what you're doing and improve upon it, and then be constant in that. You cannot go back and fall back down into failure. When you do something that's successful, like let's say for example, you plan out your whole day, you write it down on a schedule, and you do it and you feel accomplished. The next day, you can't not do that. You have to be constant and watchful. If you don't do it the next day, you don't do the action that caused you to be successful, what do you think will happen? You won't be successful the next day if you don't do the same action that caused you success. So one success doesn't just mean, oh, you can just like goof off and not be successful the next day. Be watchful over your actions. Plan. Have a purpose. Your victories attained can only be maintained by watchfulness. You can't rapidly fall back into failure. If you do that, then you're just gonna be level maybe. One day's a success, one day's a failure. You're not gonna get anywhere. You literally will not get anywhere. You'll be stagnant. Many people do that nowadays. They have one success, and then they don't even continue to do the good deeds that they set out towards. What are you gonna get? You're not gonna get anywhere like that. You're gonna end up dying, and you're gonna be thinking, wait, why didn't I try harder? Why didn't I was successful here and there, but I wasn't successful in other things, or I didn't continue my success. You're not going to have an impact on people that you know you can. Any person in this world, any human, has an immense amount of power and impact they can put on the world. Just the fact that we're alive is like one in billions. Literally, there's like, we are so lucky to be alive. If you're watching this video right now, first off, thank you for staying this long and listening. If you did, comment down below and be like, hey, I'm listening right now. But if you're watching this right now, you are probably in a good, successful part in life. Like your life is better than probably 95%, 99%, literally 99.9% of people that have lived in the past of human history. Your life is infinitely better, infinitely. So you have to just know that. You have to be watchful and make sure you don't fall back into failure. Another quote that's very important: he who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. He who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly. If you want to achieve the top of the top, achieve the biggest purpose and success, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot. Anyone who's successful, any sports star, for example, Kobe, he would practice every day, every night, multiple practices throughout the day more than anyone else. He wouldn't let his previous success stop him from being watchful, and he sacrificed so much to achieve his goal. If you want to be the best of the best, like any person you idolize, we have a lot of people we idolize and look up to, right? Those people didn't get there by not sacrificing. No one is an overnight success. We just think that because we see them when at their best. If you want to be the best of the best, you need to sacrifice greatly. Put hours every day into achieving your goal. Do it every day. Be watchful over it. Be consistent. If you don't do that, you will not be the best. You'll be good. You may be great, but you literally will die knowing you could have done better. If you're watching this video, you are an ambitious person. You're an ambitious man or ambitious woman, and you know you can achieve a lot. So don't regret when you're on your deathbed knowing that you could have done better, because you can do better and you can always do better. You have to be watchful over it. So look at your life right now. Everyone, look at your life right now. Decide what you will cut out to achieve success. You need to cut something out. Decide what you'll cut out to achieve success and achievement to your purpose. Something needs to be cut out. Spend less time watching YouTube, or cut it out completely. Don't watch bad things. Don't spend too much time with friends. Cut out negative people. Something needs to be cut out. Successful people carve out their time, and they guard their time highly. If you ever meet a successful person, they guard their time. They are accountable for every minute to be successful. And once you're successful, you can stop doing that. You can chill out. But if you want to achieve great success and you're one of those people that are highly ambitious, you need to cut some stuff out and hold yourself accountable and have a schedule. Protect your time. Time is the only thing you have. When your time ends, you die. Decide right now what you want to cut out. Pause the video right now. Decide one thing you'll cut out that'll save you 1 to 2 hours a day so you can focus on your goal. Okay, so hopefully you guys have done that. The sixth thing we're going to talk about is vision and ideals. He who cherishes a beautiful vision, a lofty ideal in his heart, will one day realize it. If you want to be successful in life, you need to have a big dream, a big vision. You can't be having a smaller dream like, oh, I want to get a pay raise this year of 10%. Once I get a pay raise of 10%, I'll be really happy. No, that is not a beautiful vision. Is getting a 10% raise every year a beautiful vision to anyone? No, it's not. If you are a person that wants achievement, that is nothing. Have a beautiful vision. My vision for the end of this year, I have like 70 subscribers right now. My vision is hit 5K, 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. In the next 5.5 months, gain 4,950 more subscribers. And that is a lofty goal for me. It's something I'm starting out new in. That is a beautiful vision. That is something beautiful that I can strive towards. And I will realize it one day if I keep consistent. I will realize it. I know I will, inshallah. So dream a big goal. Don't make your goals little. Like we talked about before, even if you don't reach it 100%, it will improve your strength of character. I was scared to even record this video before, but now that I'm doing it and I started, I have strength of character. It's actually a lot easier than I thought, and I want to help whoever's watching this improve their thoughts and become successful. And hopefully you guys are getting lots of value from this. If you are, please subscribe. That would really help me out. So dream a big dream. Dreams are the seedlings of reality. We talk about a lot. I'm talking about a lot, seeds and planting seeds in your head. The dreams that you dream, the things you imagine, will become reality. To your central nervous system and brain, your dreams and imagination are the same as past experiences. As real life in the past happened, your dreams are seen the same as your brain. So if you dream it, you act upon it, you work towards it, it will become reality. Just like the past is the past that happened, your dreams right now, this is a crazy thing about, your dreams right now, they can be in the future. Think about it, dream it, plant those seeds in your head, and then one day you will see those dreams become a reality and you will be amazed. But maybe you won't be even amazed because you know it will happen. Know that it will happen. 100% believe your dreams will become reality. It will happen. Like 100%, inshallah. If you're Muslim, if you're not Muslim, you don't know what that means. That means God willing. So believe God will accomplish what you ask for. If you don't believe in God, just believe that whatever you set out to, you make sincere intention towards, it can be a huge dream and it can become reality. Some people out there in life right now are probably living the life you want. They're not better than you. They were all born the same as anyone's born, with a blank slate. They may be born in a better circumstance, but you can end up the same as them and even better. Just dream a big dream and work towards it. Gifts, powers, material, intellectual, and spiritual possessions are all fruits of effort. They are thoughts completed, objects accomplished, visions realized. Anything that anyone has came from them first thinking it, and then like imagining it, visualizing it, and then they get it. Whatever anyone has right now, they had to make the first step towards it. It didn't just come from nothing. It's the fruits of effort, as the author says. So you need to start making a way towards it. So one last quote that's very powerful is, the vision that you glorify in your mind, the ideal that you enthrone in your heart, this you will build your life by. This you will become. So if you don't have a vision right now, take a moment to pause and reflect. After I'm done talking about this, pause the video and have a vision. You should try to, if you can, visualize your ideal self and ideal goals around 20 to 30 minutes a day. Carve out a time where you just sit back, get somewhere comfortable, you can relax, and close your eyes and imagine your ideal self. Imagine yourself living the ideal life. If you do that, I'll hammer this home again. Your central nervous system and brain, it doesn't know the difference between that imagination and real life. So those visions and visualizations will become the future if you continue to work towards it. So pause the video, have a clear vision. And once this video is done, plan to visualize 20 to 30 minutes a day. If you can't do that, do it for 15 minutes. If you can't do that, 10 minutes. If you can't do that, 5 minutes. If you can't do that, do it for 1 minute. Literally 1 minute a day. You can't tell me you can't do that. Close your eyes and visualize your ideal self and living the life that you want. And then open your eyes and start making actions towards that visualization. The seventh and final chapter in this book is called Serenity. Calmness of mind is one of the most beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is the result of long and patient effort in self-control. So you can have amazing thoughts, you can improve your character, improve your health, have a purpose. But if you don't have a calm mind, and if you're not able to stay calm when times are tough, then you're not being the best self, your ideal self that you can be, that you know you can achieve. You need to be able to have a calm and serene state of mind. Right now, everyone, if you're watching this, just take a deep breath with me and feel the air within your body. Feel the serenity and calmness within you, okay? Everyone right now, take a deep breath and exhale. That was a powerful feeling if you felt that. You took a deep breath. I took a deep breath right now and I exhaled. A lot of stress came out. I feel like a good tingling feeling all throughout my body and brain. I can still feel it right now. That is the feeling of calmness and serenity. And that is something you can tap into at any time. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, and that calmness is always within you. Even in the toughest of times, if you're someone that gets stressed and anxious, I don't really get that a lot because I've been able to practice this in my life. But if you do face that right now, that's completely okay. But you have to be willing to change it. Just take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel calm. And it's an amazing way to get yourself out of any negative mindset and just feel calm and serene and think rationally instead of emotionally. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, his power for good. So if you be able to be calm and tranquil and don't act on anger, don't act on negativity, don't act on impulses, you'll be able to be more successful. Just live a calm life, a calm, tranquil life, and have calmness and tranquility in your thoughts. Put it upon your circumstances, put it upon your health, put it upon your purpose and goals. If you always remain calm and tranquil, your success will be greater than if you otherwise were not calm and tranquil. You're anxious, you're always, jittery and stuff like that. you will not be able to achieve success like calm and tranquil people. If you see successful people, they're always confident in themselves. Like real successful people, they're not ever in a rush. They're always chilling. They are achieving their goals and they're being calm about it. You don't see them going absolutely like bonkers and crazy. So achieve calmness and tranquility within your life. Also, there's a quote about self-control in this. Self-control is strength, right thought is mastery, calmness is power. So self-control is your strength. You're not doing bad impulses and you are doing your purpose. Your right thoughts is mastery. You're building up those thoughts with those positive affirmations. You're watering those seeds, cultivating those crops of positive mindset, destroying your limiting beliefs. And your calmness is power. Like imagine you are a calm ocean, the calm water. You have vast power. You're very vast and you're powerful, but you're also calm. And when you see someone that's powerful but calm, that kind of makes you fear them in a way, and also makes you in turn respect them. If someone is confident, calm, and powerful, you know that person is like, that's like top 1%, top 0.1% guy or girl. Have calmness. Your calmness is power. Whenever you speak, don't let anything affect you negatively. Don't speak with emotion. Don't start getting angry and yelling and raising your voice. Be calm. Have serenity in your voice. Be very calm and positive. Achieve what you want to achieve. Achieve your goals. Have positivity and always be calm. So the best way you can do this right now is to practice self-awareness. So right now, pause and just notice your thoughts. Are they positive or negative thoughts? Just take a second and notice your thoughts right now. And try to make them positive and have a calmness. If you're feeling anxious or jittery or stuff like that, stress right now, take a deep breath. Dismiss those thoughts and just think positive things about yourself. Just notice the calmness that overcomes your body. Practice this as much as possible when you're in a conflict, when an argument happens, when you're in a bad situation. The normal time where you might normally be acting like crazily or speaking angrily, just notice your thoughts, dismiss the bad thoughts, and be like water. Be like calm water. Be powerful. And that'll be able to make you equipped for when those conflicts and hard times come. They'll come to everyone. Everyone will face trials and tribulations, but if you can be calm in those situations, you'll be able to achieve true success. So I want to read you guys the last paragraph of this book before the author ends off. It is like a poetic, like Shakespearean type of thing, but just listen to it and it has a big effect. It is poetic, but just try to internalize it and listen in right now. Tempest-tossed souls, wherever ye may be, under whatsoever conditions ye may live, know this. In the ocean of life, the isles of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hand firm upon the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Wake him. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Say unto your heart, peace, be still. And that concludes the teachings from As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Go throughout this video again. At the end of each chapter, there was a call to action that I talked about. So make sure you implement this stuff and have a purpose, and implement the teachings of improving your thoughts, destroying your self-limiting beliefs, having positivity, having positive thoughts overall in all aspects of your life. You can always go back to the end of each chapter, and I'll probably put a call to action part at the within the timestamps. Make sure to check the timestamps below with the chapters. and I'll put a call to action. Go back to those parts so you can start implementing that within your life. But yeah, guys, you don't want to die without achieving your true potential. Please, guys, I don't want to do that. That's why I'm changing now. I want to be successful. I don't want to die with regrets. That is one of the things I'm most fearful of. That's a good thing to be fearful of. That's like a good thing that I want my purpose to go towards and actions to go towards. Do not live life with regrets. Do not die with regrets. And you can change your circumstances right here, right now. Go back throughout the video and do the action steps, the call to actions that were mentioned, and you can live the best life that you could have ever imagined. Your wildest dreams are available to you. If you can imagine it happening, it can become your future. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys like this book summary, As a Man Thinketh. If you are still watching this to the end, I really, really appreciate that. Like, if you actually watch this full video, I literally love you so much. If you watch this full video, just comment down below something like, hey, I watched this full video and I liked it, whatever. Leave any feedback you guys have for me. Please make sure to subscribe because it'll help me grow and it'll show support. Like the video so I can get more out there. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching.